Why, hello, and welcome back to another RiseToWar guide. Today, this is going to be a fast, quick review on Saruman and his skills. He's gotten a really big update, alright? So, he's actually looks pretty darn awesome. Also, look at the Eye of Sauron in the Palantir in his hand. That's so cool. Let's see it again. Wait. Do your animation for me. Oh, he talks, too. Hold on. He got interrupted. Let's do it again. Oh, whoa, dude, his voice lines. Dude, it's so cool. Oh, man. I need to get Saruman's staff as a replica in real life. I got Gandalf the White. I might make a guide video of that. I mean, not guide video, collection video on that pretty soon to show you guys that. All right, so let's talk about his skills real quick. You're here for skills. So Saruman used to be kind of a weird, like, buff his troops, a little bit of damage. They've really changed it where he can do lots of just magic damage now, which is kind of awesome. So the big one I believe that they've changed that I saw was the many colors is now a focused damage, and also the voice of Saruman. Again, he's only really buffing his units is his fifth one, so you can really go heavy on the magic damage. Now he's got this, the many colors does 380% focus damage to one enemy formation. All right, deals the same amount of poison damage once again to one enemy formation. So whether that be a different one or the same one, I think depends on if it's random with the randomization. I think of that. Deals damage the same amount of burn damage once again to one enemy formation. So he does 380% focus damage. Then he does that same 380% with poison, and then with burn. That's really insane, actually. Which is kind of cool. Of many colors is kind of like, you know, green, red. Cool. Okay, you get it. So that's pretty cool. So that's a cool new ability there. And then we also have Head of the White Council. For the first 5 rounds, deal 150 if it's fully upgraded focus damage once to 3 enemy formations each round. That's a lot of damage. So you can really dish out the magic damage now. Deals focus damage twice to 3 formations each round, but the damage is reduced by half. So he does it more often, but it's not 150, right? It's 75, right? But the reason that's good is someone has like a block of 1 instance of damage. Now you're making sure you dish out that damage twice in the round. So maybe the first one gets 50% blocked. So instead of having, let's say, you're 150% blocked, right? Now you have your 75 blocked for 50%, and your other 75 goes through full damage instead of blocking the whole 150%. So it's actually, you'll end up doing more damage. So that's pretty cool, actually. When dealing damage received by 3 enemy formations plus 5%. Wow, that's crazy. I want to try using him now. I feel like he's going to be able to dish out. I've seen a couple battle reports already where just with decent gear, he's doing 70 to 80,000 magic damage, which is awesome. That's about where he should be if he's a really good damage dealing commander with magic. I'm sure there's higher battle reports than that. So then we have the Voice of Saruman. Deals 540% focus damage to 1 enemy formation. Then if it's level 5, there's a 50% chance to inflict madness on the target, and after receiving damage lasting 1 round, which means they could attack their allies, possibly. That's what madness does, it randomly attacks somebody. And then damage received by the targets affected by madness or stun, plus 5%. So he's got technically a double 5% increase of damage on the unit that he hits with this one. Three formations with this one with this. That is absolutely bonkers. That is bonkers strong. Like, I wish my Saruman was higher respect than he is. Maybe I'll try to put some points in him and use him as another commander. But that's crazy. And then he's got Sharky, right? Which is his like nickname, right? That when he was in the Shire, if you know the original lore. They cut that out of the movies. The whole scouring of the Shire. Yeah? Okay. They hint at it with Galadriel's mirror, if you remember. But moving on. Attack and defense of orcs, Uruk-hai, and evil men units in 3 allied formations goes up by 10, affected by commander's stat, which I don't really think that helps it being affected by the commander stat, because why would you want to put... I mean, I guess it would still help. The commander stat already kind of does that. It's kind of weird that it's affected by it, but it already does that. And besides, you probably want to go for having damage. If he's probably going to be your damage dealer, most likely. But then he also, initiate of the target formations, units get +3, so they're a little faster at attacking. And damage dealt by the target formations goes up. So this is a buff one. But realistically, I don't really know why you would use Sharky with a build with Saruman. I would recommend, if you're going to build on him, and I'm going to tell you right now, I have not used him very much. I've only seen my friends using him. So that's the only reason I'm going to recommend this, okay? Saruman, with the rework, I would recommend going a full magic damage explosion combo. I would definitely, I think the many colors is like the essential one you want to use. This one is also very good. And then the voice just on top of it is just, he's going to do a lot of damage. Also, of course, he's got his Doc Staff of Power, which is different than his, well, it's the same one actually, isn't it? Commander's normal attacks inflict additional 20% focus damage. This is kind of a cool ability, because if you're focusing on making him have lots of high damage from focus damage, this is going to help that. So his ability, his staff's pretty cool. I don't know if it's necessarily needed to make him strong. I'm sure there's other good items you could pick for him to make him plenty strong. If you can also, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Also, here is his gold robes. Or maybe it's supposed to be his many color robes. This is his Zenith level unlocked. Zenith level is just like a certain respect. You get him really high, and then you can use this. It looks awesome. I kind of think they should have gone for the many colors, but I think they went Zenith because Zenith means like you've leveled them up, and they're always like gold looking outfits. So I think that's why they did that. But it would have been kind of cool to see the many colors outfit. That would have been kind of cool too. And then with that... items. I would recommend, again, items. I would go for the, I think Lore of the Arcane would be the ideal item for him, even with the rework. They've reworked the items. We will be talking about this in guide videos over the next couple weeks or months. They did a bunch of reworks again with these. So this formation's burn, poison, and focus damage dealt goes up by 5%. And if you have all 4 pieces, it goes up by 12%. And I believe that does affect the commander. So, I would recommend it. Now, one thing I have here, I have the Uruk-hai crossbow because before he was good at buffing his troops, but I'm probably going to redo this because he's much better doing damage now. So I probably, instead of having command, I probably want to go for damage, like this, commander damage. Now, Battle Axe might not be the ideal item because it gives him attack too for his units and defense, which is fine, but I think something like this, like the Blazing Tongue Whip, be pretty good. I could even go with agility to give him give him more like to attack first, but I still feel like since he's just he does all 3 of the effects that Lore of the Arcane buffs, burn, poison, and focus. I don't know why you wouldn't use Lore of the Arcane unless you really were trying to beat an initiative roll on another commander like Gandalf or something, but yeah. Again, I went for all command pretty much in health, so I would probably switch this out and go for a build later of more heavy damage. So again, like that's command. I'd go for like something like this: focus, unit attack, bow damage, or this one's damage. These flaming tongues might not be terrible. It's a big amount of different level of damage there, though. But since he hits multiple times with that ability, it would probably work pretty good. I think some of the best, probably the best mage item I could use for him is probably like, something like the Obsidian Dagger. It's probably like the best item. Kind of like I'm using on my Gandalf the White, because it's got a consistent amount of damage, it has a bunch of focus, and it gives your commander initiative too. So it's just really helping out the commander. So that might not be a terrible one to use for him. Something like that. The Black Commander Bow and obviously the Axe of Khazad-dûm are still both very good as well. But, in fact, the Axe of Khazad-dûm, I think they made the spread a little bit bigger from what I remember. So anyway, but yeah, that's what I would recommend. I would recommend Lore of the Arcane or Agility. And then look for things that'll actually buff his either damage, his focus for the commander, or his initiative for the commander. I think this is like one of the ideal items probably for him now. And again, if you're going through the other items, apparently I can't even look yet because he's not level 10 yet. They changed the new system where you have to be level 10. That's a little bit annoying. But anyway, there's a quick review on him. Hopefully that helps you guys out. Have a great day in Middle-earth. I think he got some cool buffs. I think Saruman's a much better commander now. Thanks to Red for being Royal Guard. Thank you for my Patreons for support. Thank you guys for liking and subscribing. I'll see you in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings with some more Rise to War. Stay happy, my friends. See you in the next one.